Hello all. Pardon me, actually, there's some network issue at my side. I hope my voice is audible. Okay. We will wait just 1 minute more so that rest of the others will join. Okay. Yeah, sure. Uh, you can raise your hand, okay, so that if you have any queries, I will give you permission to talk. Yeah. So meantime, any questions, guys, you can ask. Okay. I'm giving permission one by one. Yes. Hi, Tina. You can ask.
No, I was just trying to unmute myself because I kept texting on the chat and you're not responding. So if you can be checking on the chat too.
Yeah, sure. I was there explaining. Okay, after completion of the slide, I will take your question through the chart also. Okay, not an issue. I think I missed that. But if you have any questions, you can directly raise your hand or you can chat in the chat box. That is fine.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Any other question, guys? Okay, no questions. So we can get started. Let me just share my screen. Okay, perfect. So I hope my screen is visible. Yeah. So we were discussing about these AI applications and why to learn this AI as a data science, as a freshers or as an experienced person, right? And then what are the skill required for this? Yeah. So here, okay, first point we learn, right? Ask the right question at the right time. That is very much important. And we should be at the very good storyteller, right? We are dealing with the multiple business stakeholder, not initially, but later part. The skill we have to develop. It should not be there initially. I agree, but later part we should be develop this skill, right? To build up how we can build up the storytelling part. Okay, because business person are not a technical persons. We have to we have to clarify, right, the technical aspect of this technology to their non-technical persons, business owners. Okay. Okay, business owners. Okay, because they don't know what the technicality of this data science AI. Okay, so we have to clearly explain as a good story, good storytelling part, and then we have to ask the question. We have to deal with this lead data scientist or other colleagues also as a manager, or we can think we have to client call. Okay, we have to different business calls. We have to ask the right question at the right time. Very much important to get the clarify the things. Don't assume the things. Okay, this is a very much important point throughout your journey as a data scientist, as a AI professional. Okay, and here after this learning, okay, we have to understand the data. We have to interact with the data very well. Okay, how do we interact with the data? How we can understand data using the tools, right? Using the programming language. So we have those statistical tools. Let's suppose we are using the Python as a programming language. We can once the data is there, okay, we can interact with the data by using that some data analysis tool, right? Some ED analysis perform the these things will become into later part. What is the ED analysis? ED means exploratory data analysis, so that we can understand the data well. Draw the after once we understood the data well, then we can perform. We can draw the insight from the data. Okay. So for that purpose, we require the Python knowledge, Python programming knowledge, or like the pandas, NumPy knowledge we required. But then statistical knowledge also required, right? To data analysis, prepare a chart, prepare a dashboard. Okay, and once we're done with this inference analysis, we can build the models. For that purpose, we need to data preprocessing, data manipulations, and then we have to build the machine learning models or different kind of models. Okay, and then we can make the predictions. So those kind of skill is required here for us as the first part. Okay, talking about the data. Then later part, as per the business use case, right? What business want to solve? We have to understand, right? What is their objective? So by understanding the objective, by understanding the business case, by understanding the use case, we have to understand whether it is a classification problem or it's just a ED analysis problem, okay? Or it's a classification problem, a regression problem, or some of the textual data, natural language processing, or some of the generative AI, agentic AI applications. Okay, there might be different objective of the business. Okay, so we have to understand those problems, and according to that, we have to select, right? So it is a, let's suppose, classification problems. For example, whether they have to integrate fraud detection in their banking system, or let's suppose in the healthcare they want to understand the disease. Okay, diagnosis the disease. Sometimes they want to, in the telecom industry, banking industry, they want to understand the customer churn predictions, so that what kind of customers going to churn from this banking or telecom to another banking telecom industry. Okay, so those kind of applications comes under this classification problem. So we have to clearly understand the business objective and state the business objective into particular domain. Okay, particular problem statement. Then a regression problem, we have to understand the self forecasting. Okay, what is the previous demand of the product and what is the future demand of the product. Okay, so all these things we are going to understand: the self forecasting, energy consumption, revenue, ad revenue predictions, what we are spending, what we are gaining or earning. Okay, so those things we have to make the predictions in the contents. Here we are predicting the value in the dollars, in the INR, okay, in the money. Okay, so those kind of problems we are comes under the continuous regression problems. We are predicting the regression value means continuous value, but in the classification we are having this yes no. Okay, means binary output, right? Or multi-class classification. We are going to understand in the machine learning what kind of different classification we have. In the regression means we are predicting the continuous value as a what we have to predict the pizza price. Let's suppose this is it's a continuous value, right? It is a then energy consumption. What kind of energy we are predicting consuming in the industry, right? For the, over the month period, over the quarter period, over the yearly period. Okay, so those kind of analysis we can do in the regression analysis. Then house price prediction is one of the famous example of this regression analysis. Okay, pizza price prediction, another example of this regression analysis. And sometimes we have the another problem, like suppose customer review analysis. Let's suppose we have the different, right? Let's suppose the company, some of the, you can say, e-commerce platform like Flipkart, Amazon, or some of the food delivery platform like Zomato, others platforms also, right? But these platforms, you can see, they have the customer review, means they are purchasing the product and they are living with their feedback as a customer rating. So those kind of things we have to understand in the natural language processing. Okay, so in the social media monitoring, employee feedback analysis, all these things comes under the natural language processing. Then generative AI. Okay, generative AI is the nothing but the we are building the chatbot applications related to some policy document queries, legal document assistance, customer support, education assistance. Okay, so those kind of applications, right, means we are generating the content. Along with this, we are utilizing these AI models for our business. Like let's suppose we have the different documents, and on top of this document, we have to build a chatbot so that it will answer only from the particular document only. Okay, so that is the comes under this GenAI application. Okay, mostly in the industry, right? In the banking industry, we have the policy. In the most of the industry have HR document, right? So we are building the HR kind of document, HR kind of chatbot, so that it will interact with this HR document of that particular company policy, and then it will answer your queries according to HR policy. Okay, for that particular organization. So those kind of applications or legal document analysis assistant, customer support automation. Most of the nowadays, most of the business, right, integrating GenAI over the traditional machine learning. Okay, but we have to understand this machine learning is also important, right? Some of the business here still using this AI machine learning concept, natural language processing concept. Okay, to integrate their business, solve their business problem, right? And along with they are integrating with this generative AI as a new field, new integration. Okay, new tools, technology. We are integrating the traditional machine learning also. Okay. So overall, if you see here, what skill we required from the skill, this slide we understood, we required to have this data analysis skill using the pandas numpy. We required the statistical skill. We required machine learning, deep learning, natural language, and generative AI. So those skills we required for this solve the business overall business problem, right? For that purpose, we are using this skill. This skill is very much important. So according to that, we have included this data analysis skill using the pandas, numpy from the Python, and then machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, and generative AI. All these skills we have included in this course to cover up all these business aspect, right? We can solve this business problem completely by learning these skills. Okay. So this was the important. Any questions before proceeding further? Yes. Any doubt on this slide? Any questions? You can start in the chat box or can raise your hand. Okay. No questions. Shall I proceed further? Okay. From this slide, we learn, right? What are the skills required for the AI professional, right? So those skills we are going to complete. And what is the roles and responsibility of AI professional? That is also important. Okay. So as a AI professional, as a data science professional, okay, as a machine learning, as a data scientist, designation can be anything, guys. Okay, designation won't matter. But as a you will be considered as an AI professional, as a data science professional. Okay. So here, what are your roles and responsibility? Okay. So understand the business is very much important, right? Understand the business is very much important. To understand the business, how we can understand the business data? To analyze the data, right? Let's suppose once we gather the data from the different sources, I will walk you through what are the different sources. Okay, to gather the data, how we can, who can gather this data, and how we can handle this data. Okay, this is the later part of this discussion. But once we get started with this as a data science, we have to understand the business data very much important by analyzing the data. By analyzing what we are doing the analysis, we are using the some programming language, some ED analysis, exploited data analysis to draw some insight using the statistical learning. Okay, for that purpose, we are using this uh, discursive statistics as well as the inferential statistics so that we can draw the insight, draw the inference the data. Okay, and we are present the findings, okay, to the clients, leads, stakeholders effectively, right, by presenting the dashboard, analytics report, okay, so that business can understand about their data. Okay, this is not a small data, guys. Okay, it is a very large data. Okay, business having holding the large data nowadays. The digital data is very much large. Okay, now recent, if you see in the 2 3 years or within these 5 years, most of the data is generated digitally over the last decade. Okay, last previous decade compared to. So digital data is growing very much faster pace. We have to understand our role is to understand the data, clean the data, draw the insight, draw the findings from the data so that business can understand about their data so that they can take some actions on this their business, how can improve their business. Okay. And in the data analysis and data preparation, what we are doing, we are preparing some cleaning process, right? We are pre-processing, we are cleaning the data. Sometimes we require the cleaning data, right? We require the good quality of data. So for that, initially we don't expect all the data in the good quality. Okay, so we have to perform some data cleaning to make it good. We have to data pre-process so that data become the required format. Whatever the data required for our analysis, we can deal with this data cleaning, data pre-processing, and handle the large data efficiently. Okay, so those things comes under data analysis and data preparation. And then once we are good with these findings, present to the stakeholder, all these things, then we can think of, right, whether we go for this model development so that as per the business need. Okay, every step we don't require model development, but as per the business requirement, we should go for this. Okay, we have to take the decision whether we are going for the model development. In the model development, what we are things going to come, we are going to build and fine tune the machine learning models, different models, right? Not only machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing models, okay, and generative AI models also. We can fine tune, we can build and fine tune the models so that we can evaluate the performance and improve the model performance in the model development. And then after this completion of these 3 steps, then we are going to build the AI applications. Okay, how we can design and deploy this AI applications so that the rest of the world's, rest of the business world stakeholders, right, rest of the others can utilize these applications. Okay, and we have to collaboration, right? This is the very much important, guys. Okay, so collaboration and communication is very much important as a data science professional, and as a not a data science professional, as a right a professional, right? We are working, right? So we have to deal with the cross-functional team. We have to multiple times. Not only individually we are working, right? We are working in the team, right? And it is not our. Sometimes we have to do the cross-functional teams, okay, work. Right? So in that the collaboration communication is very much important, right? Translate the business problem into the data solutions, or we have to deal with the some hand off right things in the cross functional team. So those kind of things is very much important. This skill also we have to, right? Let's suppose we have the started for the development. Okay, in the development, you not only our job, guys. Okay, as a data science professional, as a AI professional, it's not only one person job, right? So it's a team work. Okay, in the teamwork, we have to make a collaboration. We have to distribute the work. We have to collaborate. We have to cooperate each other, right? And we have to maintain the ethical, right? Communication, good communication, so that we can maintain the good work friendly environment, so that we can collaborate and communicate effectively to solve this business objective. Okay, those things are very much important, and I hope you are all aware of this and you are doing these things in your industry also. Okay, and continuous learning is very much important, guys. Okay, in the AI professional, right? If you learn this, right? Let's suppose, yeah, I will take in your question. Okay, just 1 minute. So here you can see the continuous learning means, okay, what the things there in the continuous learning, right? Let's suppose we are learning today Python, machine learning, statistics, okay, deep learning, and then we are learning this generative AI, agentic AI. But nowadays, let's suppose later part, okay, down the line, there are in this. This is the very fast pace, guys. Okay, now new tools coming up after each day, right? After each couple of days, right? New things is coming up because there is a very competition in the market. So there are multiple things coming up, right? As a data science AI professional, you should have, right, or develop this continuous learning approach, right? Because we should not be stick with only this approach, whatever we learn. We should adapt, we should in the position to learn this apart from this new upcoming tool, right? Apart from what you learned previously. Let's suppose in this course we are going to learn this 5 to 6 topics, okay? And apart from that, we have to make a habit of continuous learning, right? New tools and new things are coming in the market, right? So once we are good with this knowledge, okay, and then we can easily adopt those additional knowledge also, right? Initially in our case, right, we have the knowledge of machine learning, deep learning, natural language, but suddenly this 2 3 years back, right, the generative AI, completely new field come up. So we learn this thing, generative AI, how we can solve this generative AI problems. So we should develop this approach. We should be in the position to continue learning, so that we can stay updated on the recent development, okay, and implement the best practice, so that this approach will be very much important. Okay, so these are the roles and responsibility of AI professional, which is very much important to understand. And here we'll learn this, right? Understood this key feature of this course. We'll provide this updated curriculum, assignment solving, hands-on intent project, then project preparation, resume building, HR support, HR guidance. So any questions on this, guys? Yes, anyone? Someone has asked, raise the question. You can raise your hands or you can drop in the chat box. Yes, anyone, any questions? No? Okay, perfect, fine. So here, what we can do, uh, yes, tomorrow will be the same, tomorrow will be the sessions, same time, okay? Yeah. So now what we are doing, okay, so now we are going to understand this, how we can set up this Python coding environment, okay, over the local as well as the cloud. Is the session same tomorrow? What tools we use in the data preparations? So here, guys, in the data preparation, right, in data analysis, right, here we are utilizing this Python as a programming language, okay, in the data pre-processing. Majorly as a data science professional, we are using the Python as one of the programming language. It's a must. Okay, Python we are considering here, and we are using the different frameworks in the Python language. Okay, so we are using the Pandas library, NumPy library, scikit-learn. Okay, matplotlib. Okay, these are the different frameworks. Those are coming up. Okay, I have listed in the syllabus also. Those things we are going to implement for the data analysis. How we can make the data analysis, data preparation. Okay, how we can handle the missing value, outliers. All these things comes under those parts. Okay, now we are going to set up your this Python coding environment. Okay, so first of all, I will walk you through the simple approach. Okay, so here you can see we are using the Google Colab. Okay, so here I hope my screen is visible, right? This one, Google Colab notebook. Okay, this one is the first Google Colab notebook. Okay, so if you see, we can click on this Google Colab directly, or you can see here also Google Colab is second link also. Okay, you can click on any of the link. Okay, welcome to Google Colab. I'm just clicking on this Google Colab. Okay, here this pop-up will be there, and then we have to create the new notebook. Okay, perfect. So guys, this is the Google is provided, right? This platform. We can directly start the coding here. Okay, you can see here we have the cells, right? And we can type here, you can see the print hello. Okay, and for this execution, we can just click on this. Okay, it will connect. This runtime will be connect. I will walk you through. Okay, this is the cloud-based environment. Okay, this is the Google Colab. Okay, we can see this is a very simple interface. We can just one line. Okay, just type the Google Colab here. I'm again explaining these things. Okay, Google Colab notebook. Just click on this first link. Welcome to Colab. It will pop up this. Okay, and then from this we'll create the new notebook. Okay, create a new notebook, and we are ready for this coding. Okay, this is a very simple and without because this is the cloud based, right? Google is provided the backend runtime. You can see here in the runtime. Okay, so if you see, we are using the backend runtime as a Python 3, which is the latest version. We are not dealing with the R and Julia. We have just utilized the Python 3 as a runtime. And here we can see here the CPU. Okay, they are the GPU also support is provided by Google Colab, but for us we are utilizing the CPU. But whenever we are in the machine learning, deep learning application, we can explore on this GPU utilization. Okay, fine. So this is the very simple. We are going to close this, and we have to just click on the runtime connect. I hope you are following, guys. Okay. Any questions you can ask. Okay, this is a very simple without any complex, right? So we can just in the 2 click we can start the coding. Okay, but I will showcase the different options how we can integrate, how can utilize. I do not see. Here you can see just one cell is there. Okay, you can see now I'm going to write some code here. Now I hope you are able to see. Yes, yes, yes. We are going to utilize this Google Colab. Okay. So it is an interactive Python notebook. Okay. Python notebook, interactive Python notebook. Here we can understand, debug, and visualize the data very well. Okay. For that purpose, we are utilizing this Google Colab. Okay. But I will explore these different options. Okay. Over the cloud, over the AWS, how we can write the same code. Yes. Kutubuddin, we have any questions you can ask?
Yeah, can you tell me how to choose the resources, CPU and GPU again?
Yeah, sure. So if you click here, okay, we see a RAM and disk is there, right? And if
Yeah.
you have this chain runtime, second option, right? Chain runtime.
Oh,
If you click on this, we have this runtime is a Python 3 by default. We are going to utilize this. If you and then we have the hardware accelerator, right? CPU or GPU or TPU. So as of now, in the free version, they are providing the CPU, GPU, and TPU. But in the paid version, they are providing the A100 GPU, L4 GPU. These are the industry utilization, okay, mostly. But as of now, this course, we are good to have the CPU and this T for GPU. Okay, these things, two things we are going to utilizing in our course. In the advanced AI application, we are using the GPU. But in the starting, we are using the minimum, right, for data analysis. We are using the CPU only. But advanced application model building, we are going for this GPU based application. Okay, so for that purpose, we are choosing this as a Google. Okay, Google Colab as a notebook, as a Python coding environment. Okay, so
thank
this is
you.
the very simple. We can get start. Okay. Uh, is there previous day code is saved? Yes, you can save the previous day code also. Let's suppose I have written this code. Okay, we can double click here and you can say day one. Okay, I'll just rename this. Okay, so this is the notebook we have. Okay, save, and by default it will save in the Google Cloud, guys. Okay, G Drive. Okay, it will save in the Google Drive. Whatever the name you are saving. Okay, while we are creating, right? Let's suppose we are creating this notebook. Okay, let's suppose I want to create a new notebook with the file.
Learn here.
New notebook in the drive. Okay, guys, see, it will create this notebook by default in the drive. And whenever I save this file, this will save in the Google Drive. Okay. Any question, guys? Okay. If you are not question, okay. If you have any question, you can ask. Okay. Fine. So you can see how you can start it. Okay. Simply, you can right. You can create a new notebook in the drive here from here also. Or if you have existing drive, okay. Let's suppose we can download this notebook also. Okay. Let's suppose here we can save this. Okay. After the completion, we can save this file, and by default it will store in the Google Drive, guys. Okay, whenever we are creating this new notebook, it will store in the your Google account. Okay, for that purpose we require the Google account. Okay, and we can download this file as a .py or .ipynb. So these are the two file extension. Okay, Python we have this as a .py file is there. I will explain what is this, and this is the we are using the ipynb. This is the interactive Python notebook file. Okay, ipynb we are using now is the interactive Python notebook file we are using here. Okay, so this is the simple. You can see we can create the cell. We can click on this code button to create the cell, and whenever we want to write a text, we can click on the text button. Okay, this is the Python. Okay, this is the for the text purpose we are using the text. For the coding purpose we are using the coding. Okay, and this is the run wall. It will all the cells it will execute. Let's suppose I'm in the first cell. Okay, I'm writing the second cell, let's suppose. Okay, so here I'm in there. Okay, and here what I'll do, I'm going to restart the session. Okay, so let's suppose I'm going to restart the session. It will clear out all this output. Okay, you can see. Okay, it is a restarting this session. Okay, restart it. And I'm going to run all. Okay, I'm going to click on run all. It will execute this first cell, then second cell, subsequent cell. It will going to execute. Okay, you can see it will execute all the cell, run all. If you want to particular cell, okay, interrupt this execution, clear the output. I can clear this output. Okay, and I can run all again. Okay, you can see we got the output. If you want to clear it out, you can clear the output. Okay, like this, you can run all. And here you can see we can interrupt the execution. Let's suppose some cells are dead. Okay, sometimes the kernel might dead. We have to restart the sessions and run all. Okay, so in that case, it will restart and run all. Okay, it is restarting the kernel and it is running that cell. Okay, so these things we can understood basically. Okay, this is the simple way. Okay, we can start the coding. Here we can upload right the file. Okay, we can upload the CVC file, different multiple files we can upload here. I will showcase the different option how we can upload storage purpose. It will comes later part. Okay, in the machine learning, in the generative application, we are required to store some of the keys. Okay, those keys will be storing in the secrets, and this is the file. We can upload the different files here. Okay, once the code is completed, we can just click on this save button. Okay, and we can, if you want to download, we can download as a Python file, or you can save your change. Okay, and here you can see you can download this as a .ipynb file, and then we can upload in any environment, that is fine. Okay, .py file, you can save this, and by default, whatever the code we are writing, it will going to save in this Google Colab. Okay, so any questions? Yes, Nathan, do you have any questions?
Uh, uh, yeah, can you show me one more time, please? For me, actually, I have it's showing different. So how to write the code from here? Just can you show me one more time, please?
Yeah, sure. I will showcase from the start. Okay, one more time, not in
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go to this Google Colab,
Okay.
welcome to Google Colab notebook, and here we have to left side, right? So here you can see the notebook is create new notebook, and if you have Google notebook in the Google Drive, you can get it from the Google Drive, GitHub, so you can get the GitHub
Here it is. What
notebook.
here it is. We need to choose for Google Drive only, or we need to choose for GitHub as well, right?
Yeah, we can choose from the GitHub also. Okay, whatever the code from the GitHub, we can choose it. But
Mm-hmm.
as of now, we are using the whatever the file we are going to create, it will store in the Google Drive itself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
you can see I have created this file right recently. This day one Python set installation. This file is stored in the Google Drive. Okay, so now I am going to create new notebook. Just click on this new notebook. Okay, so this interface will be open, right? You can click here connect button. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
connect also it will work, not an issue. Let's suppose I am not connect here. Okay, just I am writing typing here print Python, and I am going to click here. Okay, this is the execution. So it will connect. Okay, it will by default it will connect this runtime. If you connect, that is fine manually. But if you're not connected, it will by default when you start executing, it will connect to runtime. You can see the runtime is connected. So you can see connected to the Python 3 Google Compute Engine backend. So Google is providing this compute, guys. RAM you can see they have provided 12 GB RAM and disk is the 107 GB. Okay, so these are the memory is provided managed by this Google engine, Google Compute Engine at the backend. So we don't need to take care of. Okay, all these things runtime they have provided as of now. Okay, so this is how we can run this first code. Any questions?
No. Yeah, we are good.
Okay, good. So yeah, so here I will explore right different options here. I will going to explore. But before, right, we can have this text. Let's suppose I want to write the text. I can write the text. This is the Python and this enter. Okay, the shift enter. Okay, there are the three commands, guys. Okay, so here you can see here we have this three commands: shift plus enter to execute the code. Okay, second option is to control plus enter to execute the command, and then we have this alt plus enter. Okay, these are the three commands, guys. Okay, let's suppose here this is the code, right? And here I'm clicking on this button to run. But let's suppose I'm here. Okay, let's suppose I'm here. Okay. Here, of course. Okay, so here I'm just entering this shift plus enter. Okay, now you can see I'm here. I'm not clicking on this button. I'm entering on this shift plus enter. It will execute. Okay, I can utilize the control plus enter also. Okay. What does print stand for the signify? It will print stand for the it will showcase the output. Okay, what is the output we have written? It will showcase here. Okay, you can see the output is showing. For that purpose, we are going to have this print statement. Okay, print just to display the output. Okay, we are going to learn this print statement. Okay, let's suppose I want to understand what is the print statement. Okay, so how do I understand this print statement? So there is a keyword help. Okay, in the help, I am going to pass this print and I am going to execute this. Okay, the print is the built-in function. Okay, you can see print is the help on the built-in the function print in the model utils. Okay, what are the parameters required? These are the parameters I will going to explain later part. But it is just print the values. Okay, what are the values we have having? We are going to print simply that value in the print statement. Okay, we have this value. We are going to print this. Okay, so those things for that purpose displaying the output. So we are using the print statement. Okay. So are we good here, guys? Are you able to do it? This setup, this Python, simple Python environment. Then I will do. Yes. Any questions? Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now what we'll do? Just text is for the this text purpose. Okay, not the code. Okay, this is the code is for the coding. Okay, whatever the code we are going to write in the Python code, and this text is nothing but the, let's suppose I am writing this some information about this code, right? So here I am going to write the information about the text. Let's suppose this is the pandas. Okay, let's suppose this is the pandas series topic. Okay, let's suppose pandas series topic. Okay, I'm going to shift plus enter, and then I can start with the panda series explanation. Okay, what is the panda series? This text is nothing but the for this without code. Okay, we are not going to run this code in this text, which is just for this understanding. Okay, so what we are doing here. Okay, so here we are writing the code in the code shell, and the text is nothing but the just information. It's a comment. Okay, what we are doing to do. So for that purpose, we are using the text. Okay, add some text markdowns so that we can understand. Okay, clear? Okay, perfect. So now we can see this is the one simplest environment. We can directly utilize this Python environment. Now I can showcase. Yes, yes, you can ask the questions. Yeah, any questions? Abel, Mambo, you can ask. Abel, I have given permission. You can ask your question if you have any query. Cannot, not able to hear you. Okay. If you have any queries, you can chat in the chat. That is fine. Also, I'm not able to hear you. Okay. Now you can. Yeah. Now it's audible.
Okay, you hear me now?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you said with the text, you can either decide to just write a text. So while you're on this interface, if you don't know how to code or if you don't know how to use the code option, you can just write the text, write it in text and execute it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. We can do it. Yes. Correct. The text
Okay.
is for the non-programming, non-coding. Okay. Interface. Okay. We can just write your information and then we can code in the code cell. Right. Those things we can do it. But it is a mostly we are utilizing for this commenting, right? Understanding the things. Okay. What we are doing. So those things for this purpose, we are just writing this text. Here, definitely, you can double click here and we can write the code here. Let's suppose I want here, this is the print statement. Okay. In the print statement, I have written like hello. Okay. This is hello here. I have executed this. Okay. Now you can see this is the not executed. We don't get the output, right? But here, whenever we are in the code cell, And whenever we are printing this hello, then we will get the output here. Okay, this is the code cell. It will execute the code. But in here, this is the text, right? In the text, it will not execute the code. It is just for the information. What information we can store? We can store all the code here, and we can see that, and we can run it here. But it is just for the information. It's a topic. Okay, it is just for the text. What is the topics we are going to start? We can write a heading here, and then we can start that topic in the code cell like this.
Okay, thank you.
So any other question, guys? Okay, perfect. So here we can see now, if you are good with this, I can showcase the another approach. Okay, so here the same code I have written here, right? So here I will showcase how we can utilize this Anaconda. Okay, Anaconda download. Okay, it will download the Anaconda package. Okay, so here you can see download this Anaconda. So it will download this package locally, guys. Okay, so whenever we want to code it locally, so for that purpose we are using the Anaconda distributions. Okay, so this interface will be open. I will share this link in the chat box. Okay, I have shared this link in the chat box. Okay, so here you can see this interface will be open there, and this is the Anaconda distribution. Okay, so here we can write a code. Okay, for this setting of the Python environment. Okay, so here you can see there is option, right? Pre-download. So here there is an option here, skip registration. We are not doing the registration as of now. Okay, just click on the skip registration. It will start the downloading. Okay, I am not going to go the registration. And here you can see we have this different installation distribution. Okay, for the Windows, Mac, and Linux. Okay, these are the Anaconda, and this is the Miniconda. Okay, so Anaconda is the full-fledged version. It has multiple packages. Okay, multiple support, community support also. And now, as of now, we are going to deal with this Anaconda. Okay, so here we have to download, right? So as per your system, guys. Okay, so if you are using the Windows, you can download this package. If you are using the Mac, you can utilize this 64. This graphical, okay, 64 graphical installer. This one. Okay, command line. We don't require command line. You can download this only. Silicon or Intel chip, that is fine. Okay, Apple Silicon or Intel chip. You can download either one, only one. Okay, if you are Mac user, you can download this first one. That is fine. If you are the Linux, here is in Linux, you can use this first. Okay, so I will showcase how you can download. Okay, for the Windows, here you can see I'm going to download this graphical into. You can see you can started the downloading. Okay, it will take some time, guys. Okay, it will start the downloading, but I think I have already downloaded. Not going to download it. Okay, but you can, guys, you can download this. Okay, I will showcase how you can install this. Okay, have you downloaded, guys? Yes, any difficulty, any challenges downloading? Just do it now itself, or if you are on the mobile, you can do it later part also. That is fine. Okay, download is completed. Perfect. So now you can see once the download is completed, this package. Let me see, let's see whether I have downloaded. Okay, I think I have uninstalled it. Okay, let me check the downloads. Okay, so let me resume this download. Okay. Okay, guys. What I'll do here. Okay, this part. Okay, once we download it, just we have to click on the installation part. Okay, just double click on this installation. Actually, I have shown this in the last session also. Okay, my recording I have provided there. I have showcased there. So, uh, let me reshare my screen. Okay. So here, for downloading, I have some network issue. Okay. So here, tomorrow I will showcase how you can download and how you can install. Okay, this Python or locally. Okay.
For me, it is when I'm downloading, it is asking for a few options. Advanced installation options is showing the pop-up. So inside that there is a four checkboxes are there. Uh, so is there anything need to check the checkboxes from here?
Yes, yes, you can check it. Check all these boxes. Okay, and you can download it.
Okay, you need to select all four checkboxes. Okay.
Yeah. So you are downloading for Windows or Mac, Linux? Which one?
So for me, it Windows 64-bit.
Okay. It won't show like this option, but you can proceed further. Not an issue.
When I'm selecting for the second radio checkbox, like add Enconda 3 to my path environment variable, it is showing for not recommended. It's showing the error or getting the error.
Oh, okay, okay. Unclick on that. Okay, uncheck on that. And you
Yeah,
can
uncheck
proceed.
and click on the install button, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So here guys see, tomorrow I will going to explain that part. Okay. But let me showcase the recording also. Today I'm facing the network issue for downloading. But what I'll do, tomorrow I will showcase how we can install and complete the installation. Just download it today. I will showcase the installation part. Okay, tomorrow part. Okay. But before getting started, okay, let's suppose we have just stick with this as of now today only on this Google Colab. Okay. And you can get started with. Okay, later part we can do it. Okay, do not worry about the anaconda today itself. Okay, I will showcase in the tomorrow. I will provide the recording from my previous session how you can download. Okay, this anaconda and install. Okay, the same things what we have learned right here. Okay, the simply we can do it in the AWS cloud also. How we can do it? I will showcase those things in the later part. Okay, how you can set up your account. But let me showcase here the Amazon AWS. Okay. Whatever the things we are doing in the locally in this UI, right? Google Colab, same things we can do it in the AWS cloud also. Just one moment, guys. Okay. Just I'm logging so that we can proceed further. So taking time. Any questions? You just asked, talk about the Google Colab and Anaconda AWS. What are the different when we use. Okay. So tomorrow session I will talk about the different VS Code also. Okay, how we can integrate the VS Code, and majorly we are dealing with this. Okay, AWS and this one, Google Colab and VS Code. Okay, those are the industry use. Okay, so we can discuss on this part. So similar things will be there in the Azure cloud also. Similar thing will be there in the Google Colab also. Google cloud also similar things will be. So let me cancel this. It's not authenticated. Okay. Tomorrow part I will showcase this AWS as well as the Anaconda. Okay. But today part we can stick with this Google Colab. Okay. So here I can start with this coding part. Okay. Basic things we are going to understand. So now we can see there are the keywords. Okay. In this Python language, we are going to learn these keywords also. But let's suppose here is the A is a variable and A equal to 10. Okay. This is the integer value, guys. Okay. So this is the integer value I'm storing in the A variable. Okay. And then I'm going to print this A. What will the output here? Yes, the print is used to showcase the output. Okay. Print is the showcase the output. So A value, 10 value is stored in this A variable, right? And we are now printing this A. So A will showcase this output as a 10. Okay. You can see we have stored this 10 value to A variable and we are getting this output as a 10. Okay. So now let's suppose I'm storing this B value, some floating value, right? To 20.5. And then I'm going to print this B value. What will the output? 20.5. Okay. But here you can see we have printed this A value, right? I'm going to now print this type. Okay. Print the type of A. It will showing the int. Okay. Integer as a data type. Class is nothing but the integer as a data types integer. Okay. And here if you see, if you print this type of B, we are getting this as a float. Okay, in the Python, what happened actually? We don't need to declare the data type in the runtime. Okay, it will understand in the runtime what is the data type you utilize. Okay, in the other language like C, C+ language, we have to define it is an integer or it is a float. But here in this language, Python language, it is not required to define the data types in the runtime. Okay, it is a dynamic type language. Okay, why it is called dynamic type language? Python or in the runtime, it will infer the data types. Okay, we don't need to explicitly mention this is the float or this is the integer. And let's suppose I am writing the string data type. Let's suppose equal to Python. Okay, so this is the string data type. Okay, I am not defined whether it is string, whether it is an integer, it is a float. Okay, I am not defined anywhere. We don't need to require to define it. Print C, and then we are going to print this the type of this C. Okay, now I'm going to execute. You can see we got the result from the C, print C, and the type is the str, is the string. Okay, so this is how we don't require to define the data types while runtime. Okay, so it is called dynamic language. Okay, Python is called dynamic language. We don't need to define the data types while the execution. Okay, like unlike the C language. Okay, so likewise, what we can do? So we have this print statement we understood, right? In the print statement, let's suppose here the name equal to Mukesh, age equal to 18. Okay, let's suppose 20. Okay, so this is the data we have, and I'm going to print this. Okay, so let's suppose I'm printing this name only. So what will the output here, guys? Will I get only name or age? What will the output? I'm just printing. Here I have assigned this value 20 to this age variable. This Gukesh is the value I have assigned to this variable name. Okay. So this is the variables, guys. So these are the variables, okay, in the Python. Okay, this name is a variable which is storing this value, whatever we assign. This is another variable. Okay, we can write the age one, okay, age two, like this, any that is fine. But this is the variables which will store these values, okay, in this particular variables. So you can see I'm going to print only name. I will get the only output as a Gukesh. Okay, but let's suppose I'm printing the age also. I will get this two output. Okay, Gukesh and its age is a 20. Okay, these are the two output. Let's suppose I have printed like this, but let's suppose I am printing these values print Gukesh, comma age. Okay, these things we can print here. Okay, print the name actually, not a Gukesh. The variable we are storing the name, right? So you can see if this name is store a value as a Gukesh, we can utilize in the this cell or another cell also. We can access this values, right? These are the global variables. We can access anywhere, any cell this value now. Not only this cell only, we can access in the this cell, another cell here also we can access this value. Let's suppose I'm accessing here the name, and then I'm using the end parameter. Let's suppose okay, backslash n and then age. Okay, you can see this backslash n is nothing but the new line. Okay, the backslash n is nothing but the, so here you can see I want to comment it out, right? I'm going to text this backslash n. Okay, backslash n. Okay, it is for new line. Okay, new line. Okay, backslash n is for the new line. Okay, okay, backslash n is for the new line. It will create whenever we, this is the name and we are using the backslash n and then age. Okay, then what will happen, it will print this Gukesh, then it will find this character. Okay, then backslash n, it is a considered as a new line. Okay, and then this age will print in the new line as a 20. Okay, so those things we are going to learn. Clear? These things is clear. Okay, so now you can see we are going to understand the parameters of the print statement. Okay, so this is the print statement. Okay, you can see in the print statement what are the things here. The values object separator is there. Okay, end parameter is there. End parameter is string or none by default. Okay, so I want to take the help right here also from this doc string. This is the doc string, guys. Okay, it is the doc string means it is the print the value of string. Okay, it is the giving the information about this print function with the help of doc string. Okay, this is called doc string. Doc string is nothing but the, it is the showing the information about that particular function. Okay, so this is the inbuilt function. Okay, Python is the print statement is the, you can see now. Okay, you can see this is the, let me print this help from this print statement. Okay, this is the built-in function. Print is a built-in function. We are going to learn what are the different built-in functions, and we are taking this. These are the arguments, separator, n parameter. Okay, these are the n parameter by default backslash n. So here we can we have utilized this backslash n by default argument. Okay, but let's suppose here I can utilize this print statement like this way also. Okay, n parameter. Okay, let's suppose I have this a equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to a, and t equal to, let's suppose machine learning ml. Okay, these are the variables. Okay, each variable is storing this value, right? A variable is store this 10, b variable is store this 20, c variable is store a, and ml is store in the d variable. Now I am going to print this, print a, then I am going to print b, then I am going to print c, then I am going to print d. Okay, So now you can see we got the output, right? 10, 20, AI, ML. Okay, we got the output for the each of the variables. Okay, the same thing here. What I'll doing now, you can see the variables are same here. Okay, just I'm copy pasting. Okay, these variables. Then I'm going to print this in the single line also, right? A, B, C, D. Okay, we will get the output in the single line, right? This line 10, 20, AIML. Okay, why? Whenever we are using this print statement, okay, guys, whenever we are using the print statement, what is the things here included? Separator, right? So you can see the end parameter. You can see the separator. These are the parameters. Separator is there, end is there, file is there. Okay, so here you can see end parameter is by default here. Okay, this is the backslash n. So that is the reason each of this, after printing this A, we are getting the new, we are printing the new line, right? This B. So we are getting this 10, 20, AI, ML. So each new line we are getting this output. Okay. So here what I did, instead of printing this into the new line, I have printed in the one single line. Okay. A, B, C, D, E. Okay. But now what I'll do, I'm utilizing the n parameter. Okay. So print A, n parameter. By default, this n parameter will be the backslash n. Okay. Then print B, this n parameter, we are providing backslash n. Then print C, then n parameter we are providing as a backslash n. And then print D. Okay, now you can see we are getting the same output, okay, as the previous one. Okay, so here also we are getting the same output 10, 20, AI, ML. Okay, but here also we are getting the same output. What is the difference there? Okay, so what does it mean? The by default, if you provide this n parameter or not, okay, it is taking as a new line. Okay, by default. If you are here, I'm not providing, right? This n parameter I'm not provided. So in that case, it is printing on the new line. You can see here. And here I have provided this n parameter. N parameter backslash n, backslash n, backslash n. Okay, so it is taking this new line, each of these lines, right? New lines. But here what I'll do, I'm providing this n parameter. I'm not providing the n parameter now. Okay, I'm removing this n parameter backslash n. I'm providing the another n parameter. Okay, now you can see. I'm just copy. Okay, so now you can see I'm, instead of this providing backslash n, I'm removing this backslash n. Okay, what will happen? We are getting this output as a one single line. Okay, in the one single line without pace. Okay, now you can see without pace. Okay, let's suppose I'm adding pace here. Pace, and here also I'm adding the pace also. We can use the single quote or double quote, that is fine. You can see the pace between this 10, then pace, 20, then pace, then AI, then pace, and AML. Okay, this is how we can use the n parameter. Let's suppose I'm using the n parameter, the at the rate. Okay, let's at the rate, at the rate. Now you can see this, each of the values are separated by this n parameter, at the rate, at the rate, at the rate. Okay, let's suppose I'm using the hashtag for this separation between this first two, and the second two we are using the at the rate. Okay, you can see the first two, right? A and B we are using the separating by hashtag. Okay, hashtag is separated between A and B. B and C we are separating by at the rate, and C and D we are separating by at the rate. Okay, so that is the reason we are getting this at the rate twice and only hashtag one. But let's suppose I am doing this hashtag for all of this. Okay, so it will separate it all the character by this hashtag. Let's suppose I want to utilize the, instead of hashtag, I can utilize the hyphen also, right? The special character, any special character we can utilize here, that is fine. Okay, like this 10 hyphen 20 hyphen AI hyphen ML. Okay, like this, or you can use the underscore also, right? Let's suppose I'm using the underscore. Okay, so you can see 10 20 10 underscore 20 20 underscore AI 20 underscore ML. So this is how n parameter we learn. Okay, from the print statement. Okay, so it's a depend how how we want. Okay, these things. So as per these things, we can print it as a different line or single line. Okay, got it? Any questions? Okay, then we are going to understand comments. Okay, then we are going to understand the comments in the Python. Okay, there are the single line comment and multi-line comments. Any questions on this? No. Okay. So here, how do we utilize the comments in the Python? Okay, so these things. Okay, so suppose I want to write this comment as a topic. So here I will utilize the text. Okay, in the text, I will write this as a comments. This is the one hashtag for the single heading. Okay, and double hashtag means this is the second type of heading. Okay, three hashtag means third type of heading. You can see, and four hashtag means fourth type of heading, like this. Okay, so we can utilize the hashtag based upon the heading. Okay, let's suppose I am utilizing the two hashtag or three hashtag. It is the third type of heading I'm executing. Okay, you can see this is the heading. We are going to understand the comments in Python. Okay, this is how we are going to understand. So this part we comments in Python we can uh, take it tomorrow. Okay, actually time is 9:15. Okay, so we can stop here. Just try to, okay, set up your try to execute this code. Okay, I will share this notebook with you guys. Okay, and you can, let's suppose once this code is completed. Okay, just we have to save this file. Okay, if you have any question you can ask. Okay, I'm saving this. Okay, this file you can see by default it will save in the drive. Okay, we are saving this, and then we can download this file also. Okay, you can see here we can have the download option. I can download this YPN file. I can provide this to you guys. Okay, you can have this look and you can execute, try to execute this, run through this command. Yes, any questions? Yes, Sujesh, you have any questions? Yeah, Sujesh. You are on mute actually. I have given permission, you can talk.
Is it the same session ID for tomorrow also?
Yeah, same Zoom link, right? Zoom session ID.
Yeah, Zoom session ID.
Yes, yes. I think it's the same for the tomorrow also. And we will drop, right, one message. Okay, if the new link is there, we will drop the message in the chat in the community WhatsApp community group. Yeah, probably I think tomorrow will be the same ID, but day after tomorrow it will be different. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And about the payments and all, will it be like in an installment or one go?
I believe it's one installment. Okay. But for this installation part, you can talk to this number. Okay, admin team, support team. They will help you out on this. Okay.
Finally,
Uh,
all these sessions will be recorded, right?
yeah. Definitely. Means we have this live session plus recording. We'll be keeping the LLM Graphy application. Okay, I will showcase the LLM Graphy application. There we can upload this day-to-day lecture. Here you can see this is the yesterday session we have uploaded here, recording and the notes. Okay, the PPT yesterday.
So, okay, access will be given when you do the course fee payment. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So any other question, guys? Yeah.
Hi, I have a question about like what we just did. So I think I asked the question on the chat, but I don't know if you understood my question. My question is you gave us three different things. So this is Google Colab, and then there's Anaconda, and then there's AWS. When do we use each of these things? Like we're using Google Colab now. Like, what is this, and why are we using this versus Anaconda? Like, how would we use each of these different,
Okay.
I don't know if it's interface or platform, whatever it is.
Actually, this Google Colab is a Python. Okay, if you are using the AWS, you are using the Google Colab, or you are using the Anaconda. Okay, so same thing will be happen. Okay, same coding we are doing in those different platform. Okay, but in the our requirement we require to Google Colab. Okay, why we require Google Colab? We have the CPU plus GPU access. Okay, in the data science AI we have the some of the applications we require the some memory, right? Higher memory for the
Mm-hmm.
model. So for that
Okay.
purpose, we can utilize the GPU at the back end. Okay, so that is the reason we can utilize in the Google Colab. But I will showcase how we can code the same thing on the AWS cloud as well as the Anaconda. Anaconda is also providing the Jupyter Lab, Jupyter interface. I will showcase. There also we can utilize the same code. We can write the same code. But in the industry, sometimes what happen? Some of the industry utilize the Google Colab for the Python development, coding development. Sometimes they are using the Anaconda as a local VS coding development. Okay, or sometimes in the industry they are using the AWS. So you are in the position. You are not only familiar with only Google Colab. In the industry, let's suppose they are using the AWS cloud, you should be in the position to utilize this AWS cloud SageMaker to execute the code. As well as the you are using the locally, let's suppose mostly the locally we are utilizing the VS Code and Anaconda distribution Python. We are going to utilize the most of the times. Okay, so I will showcase those also so that we can get the familiarity. Thing will be just these are the different environment, but what are the things we are going to do, it's the same things. Okay, same code we are writing in the VS Code also in the Google Colab and AWS, but these are the different environments. You should be in the position or familiar with so that you can don't have any issue with the getting the things done.
Okay, so what I got is these are different interfaces that kind of do the same thing, and the preference for this class is Google Colab. Um, is it possible for us to get like the different, because I know I am completely green on this stuff. So is it possible to get like the different types, like the different types of interfaces out there just for purposes of interview and exposure or self-study? We can know, like, when you say Anaconda, AWS, Azure, these are the different interfaces that are available to do Python on, but we're using this one. Is that going to be in the notes, or is
Yes,
that
yes, yes.
somewhere? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. They're in the list. Okay, I have here. I have showcase in the one
Okay.
of the slide. Okay, you can see here. You can offline.
Mhm.
We are in the VS Code, PyCharm, Spider, Jupyter Notebook, and the online we are in the Google Colab and AWS as well as the Azure Cloud. Okay, so
Okay.
I will list down in details also in this slide. Okay, so that you can refer it. But they will not ask you again because the same things we are doing in the VS Code, PyCharm. These are the different interface. Just you should aware of
Right.
just not an issue. But in the if you have the good hands on this VS Code, that is sufficient, or Google Colab, that is sufficient. But whenever you are in the industry, right, sometimes they will ask in the interview, are you aware of Google Sage, this AWS SageMaker notebook? So that is the reason most of the learners from my experience, right, I'm saying that they will ask for the AWS SageMaker. Okay, so that is the reason I'm covering this SageMaker notebook also. Okay, so that you can have this advantage over the rest of the learners also, over the rest of the competitors also.
All right. And then my last question is, so the notes are going to be available after the class, not before? Is it possible for us to get those before?
Before, because actually
I mean,
what
for
we are doing.
registered students, I'm guessing it's like when we register or after registration, is it possible to, because I can see the module online, but I don't know, like, it's not available. I guess it's only available after we complete the class for the day.
Actually, this is notes, right? I will be teaching on the right here, writing this all these notes. Okay, here
Okay.
one by one by sale. So after this class, whatever the doubt, right? Let's suppose comes, we are including, we are solving this problem here. Then I will provide this, right? What are the things we are hands on? I will be going to provide. But before right class, it's so difficult, right? What are the topics we are going to cover? So that is the things. So after this completion, right? So that let's suppose a while explanation, someone having some doubt. So those doubt I will be clarify here in this notebook itself. Okay. So after completion, that will be very helpful for you guys to what are the topics we have completed. Based upon that topic, we will provide the notes. But before class means if you provide the notes, those are might be confusion for you, right? This topic is not clear or this topic how it is. So to avoid this confusion, we are going to provide these notes after the completion of the class immediately.
Okay. But we are following the module that is out there, like what you posted out there we're following that module. So we can see an overview of what you're going to talk about in the class, but the notes are going to come
Yes.
after the
Yes.
class. Okay.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
So here you can see. Here I have included in the syllabus, right? According to
Yeah.
that, we are going to proceed. Okay. Actually, as per the syllabus. Okay, just 2-3 days I will be just brushing up of right the Python knowledge. Okay, how we can get familiar with the Python basics. Okay, and then we can start with the pandas numpy part. Okay, the Python for data science and AI course. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. All right. Any other question, guys? Starting tomorrow, will be training will be available only for. Yes. Yes. Correct. So any other question, guys? Before getting close. Okay, no questions. Okay, perfect. So, okay, one more question. Access to free Python recording. How will get it for those paid? Yes. Actually, once you enroll for this course, we will provide this access to this Python course also. Okay, over the email ID. Okay. So those credentials will be shared over the email ID so that we can log in to that particular course, and those course we can do it self-paced. Okay. Yeah. And one more thing, guys, just note. So you can note down these numbers, okay? If you have any queries, okay, related to your payments or any doubt related to your sessions accessing the nodes, okay? You can just note down these numbers and you can drop to the email to the support@logic.lab.com, okay? And this is the batch ID. Remember this batch ID is 429, okay? And I will provide this WhatsApp community group link. If you're not joined till, you can join. Okay. So I wish you all the best. Have a great day. Bye. See you tomorrow.